In this lesson, we will simplify several expressions that require the use of the power of a product rule of exponents, which is a times b raised to the power of n equals a raised to the power of n times b raised to the power of n. So if we have a product raised to the power of n as shown here, we raise both factors of the product to the power of n. We will also be using the power rule of exponents, which is a raised to the power of m raised to the power of n equals a raised to the power of m times n, which means when we have powers raised to powers, we multiply the exponents. Looking at number 1, we have xy cubed squared, or xy cubed raised to the second power. Because we have the exponent of 2 outside the parentheses of this product, we raise both factors of this product to the second power. This is equal to x raised to the power of 2 times y to the third raised to the power of 2. If it's helpful, we can write x as x to the first, and then we can apply the power rule of exponents to simplify further. This is equal to x raised to the power of 1 times 2 times y raised to the power of 3 times 2. 1 times 2 equals 2, 3 times 2 equals 6. The expression simplifies to x squared y to the sixth. Next we have the base of 3 raised to the power of a times z raised to the sixth power. Because we have the exponent of 6 outside the parentheses of this product, we raise each factor inside the parentheses to the sixth power. This is equal to 3 raised to the power of a raised to the sixth power times z raised to the power of 6. And again, if it's helpful, we can write z as z raised to the first power. In this form, we have powers raised to powers, and therefore we multiply the exponents. This is equal to 3 raised to the power of a times 6 times z raised to the power of 1 times 6. A times 6 equals 6a, 1 times 6 equals 6. The expression simplifies to 3 raised to the power of 6a, z raised to the power of 6. Number 3, we have the base of negative 4 times b to the fifth squared raised to the second power. Because of the exponent of 2 outside the parentheses, we square both factors of the product inside the parentheses. And therefore, this is equal to negative 4 squared raised to the second power times b to the fifth squared raised to the second power. Simplifying further, the square of negative 4 is equal to 2 factors of negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 4 is equal to positive 16. So we have positive 16 times b raised to the power of 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. The expression simplifies to 16 b to the 10th. Let's look at 2 more examples. Notice in number 4 we have a base of negative 2p raised to the fourth power, or negative 2 times p raised to the fourth power. To simplify, we will raise both factors inside the parentheses to the fourth power, which means in the denominator we have negative 2 raised to the fourth times p raised to the fourth. Simplifying, the base of negative 2 raised to the fourth power means we have 4 factors of negative 2, which equals positive 16, and this is just p to the fourth, and therefore the expression simplifies to 1 over 16 p to the fourth. And now for the last example, we have the base of a raised to the power of negative 3 b squared, all raised to the power of 4. Because the exponent of 4 is outside the parentheses, we're going to raise both factors of this product to the fourth power. This is equal to a raised to the power of negative 3 raised to the fourth times b squared raised to the fourth. In this form, we have powers raised to powers, and therefore we multiply the exponents. This is equal to a raised to the power of negative 3 times 4 times b raised to the power of 2 times 4. Negative 3 times 4 equals negative 12. 2 times 4 equals 8. This simplifies to a raised to the power of negative 12, b raised to the power of 8. But we can't leave this expression with a negative exponent, so we'll end by applying the negative exponent rule, which is a raised to the power of negative n equals 1 over a raised to the power of positive n. So because a raised to the power of negative 12 equals 1 over a raised to the power of positive 12, the expression simplifies to b raised to the power of 8 divided by a raised to the power of positive 12. This is our simplified expression. I hope you found this helpful.